everybody, and
Hello.
welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays.
Sir.
Welcome to the Wine on Wine, and it's really weird. We're drinking beers on our Wine on Wine, but
With the Friday unwind now, not just the wine unwind.
you know what?
Friday unwind.
That might be a good idea because I probably
I've
have
not
only
been sipping the wine for a while.
no, like I mean I think I probably sip it more than Nick does. And by the way, this isn't Nick, everybody. If you haven't
I'm
noticed,
Nick's much more handsome, not related brother from another mother.
Yep, that's him. That's Patrick right there.
Call me Pat Stats, baby.
He's come on the show before. He sat over there. You've sat here. You've sat here. You're like our third string quarterback.
I've gotten around. I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever we need someone
I'm
to
usually holding the
replace.
clipboard, but
Yeah. But now you're in, baby. You got called up to the show. Welcome in, everybody. Tristan Morgan edits saying, "Hey, what's up?" That's our moderator, one of our biggest and longtime fans, Red Bull Insider, King Yellowman. What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome in, everybody.
Hello.
I'm just gonna do this little thing on my way. So this is the Wine on Wine, but obviously y'all clicked on this video because you saw the title. Can the Blue Jays offense bounce back?
Yeah, what happened there, Adam?
Bro. Yeah, okay, I watched 3 games. The last one I was at a bar last night. I was trying to cool off.
I feel like I saw more of that game than you did for sure.
You did, so you could definitely get your insider input. But we got shut out twice.
Yeah.
Offense wasn't looking good. Obviously, there was that one game by Vladdy that was amazing. But everyone else kind of around Vladdy in that first game when George and Espinal were going off.
Yeah.
Everyone was kind of sucky. Everyone was kind of
definitely.
sucky. What did you see?
You know, it's tough right now because running a little thin. You only have Springer being hot and Vladdy being hot, really. Everyone else is kind of waiting to find their groove. Tio was playing amazing.
He was playing amazing.
He got taken out, unfortunately, due to, what was it, discomfort in the
left oblique strains on the 10-day IL now, which is for everyone, that's literally the same injury that Danny Jansen has, and he could be out for a month.
Yep.
So not.
Well, think about it. When your obliques, that's where your swing comes from, all your power.
Yeah.
You know, I remember Joey Gallo had that and it killed one of his entire years back in 2020, I think it was.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to take it easy. We're not going to rush him back.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, everyone else has to pick it up.
And everyone else sucks. I'll be honest. I don't like watching Bradley Zimmer in the ball game. And honestly, Tapia not really hitting expectations. And you know what?
No, not loving Tapia.
I mean, what were your expectations when trading for Tapia? Because we've said ours. What are your expectations?
Okay,
when
I
expected
him to have consistency. I expected the average to be at least slightly better than Grichuk, because Grichuk is very streaky. He'll be hot, but at the end of the day, his average is never higher than
the batting.
250.
Yeah.
And I did expect, obviously, the power to regress. I'm not expecting dingers. But, a good glove. I want him to get on base. I want him to maybe show a little speed. Probably the best pure base runner we have on the team.
Yeah, him and maybe Bo, but pure, just speed. Tapia's up there, yeah.
So that's what I wanted. And so far, I've seen him get on base once of flare out to right to the first baseline that just squeaked by. That's all I saw. I've seen one hit.
Dude, he literally, all he does is either strike out, ground out, or line out. Yep. And there's some flares and some weak hit balls.
The hard contact is not there. It's unfortunate.
No, and this brings up with something we were talking about pre-show is with all these injuries happening, and you guys sent it to us in the chat constantly because Nick and I were
everyone's thinking it, man. Everyone's thinking
Everyone was thinking, dang it, we shouldn't have traded Grichuk.
We could usually use Grichuk right now.
We could, because with injuries, Grichuk is a perfect fill-in. And do you agree with that?
Grichuk would probably be having an exceptional April and May too, as he does pretty much every year.
Bro, I gotta pull it up here. I'm gonna find it. Yeah, I want to pull up what Randal Grichuk has done so far. But as I'm going to do that, guys, you're gonna see me just quickly make sure that we're seeing.
Obvious, which is that this was not a 1-for-1 trade. This was a trade for Grichuk and shedding his salary, right?
That's exactly what it is.
At the end of the day, yes, we do have the extra money. Mm-hmm. Are we going to spend that extra money on someone?
But it's interesting.
No, that's not a thing that can happen right now, though.
We barely shed because what was it in the end of the day? I don't really remember. And sorry guys, my brain's messy. I don't really remember what we got. Because we sent money over when we traded for Randall, right? Yeah. Look it up there because I think we sent money over. But I'm going to I'll switch it over here so you guys can see. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, I'm going to find it right now.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Randall's hitting 286. He's getting regular playing time.
Of course he is.
He's hitting better than Tapia.
Yeah.
Granted, it is just 4 games. It is just 4 games.
But okay, so I haven't found exactly what the money value was. But again, so Tapia's slash line through his career, first 6 years, 280 average, 325 on base, only a 395 slugging. But we look at 280 average, 325 on base. That's what I was expecting. You know?
Right,
A guy with
right.
a slightly higher average who can get on base. You know, if he bats 9th, if he bats 8th, he gets on base, wraps around for the other guys at the front, and he has not got on base.
Yeah,
Which is a
barely.
problem.
How many times has he got on base? Let's find out.
I've personally only seen him get 1 hit so far.
Oh boy.
How many times?
Let's take a look. Oh wait, no, that's spring training.
No, that doesn't
I was
count.
like 4.
Does
Ooh.
not count.
No, he has 2
Yeah.
and no walks and no hit by pitches, so he's got on base twice.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any cash considerations in here, but
I feel like that's
well, you
the
won't
thing
tell me the
is we
exact
had
numbers, so we don't know. But
we had the money to like afford to get someone like Randal, like to keep someone like Randal Grichuk. Now I feel like I'm going back to my word. I do like the trade. I do like the trade. We're microscopically looking at this, right? We're looking at like, right now it'd be really nice because of the injuries.
Well, I did not give my 2 cents because I was doing a lot of other stuff at the time, so I didn't get to tell you guys at all. But my first thoughts was that trade was a bit of a knee-jerk reaction where it's like, we gotta get rid of this guy, let's do it quickly, let's get whatever we can get
We
for
have
him.
to, yeah.
And so I didn't love that, but I understood the thought process behind it.
Yeah.
Problem is, now, through a very small sample size, it has not paid the dividends that we want.
Yeah, I agree, man.
So-
I agree. Like, I mean, let's
See.
see. Let's see what you guys are saying here. A lot of you guys having questions. Also, throw your questions, chat. We're gonna like.
That is good, yes.
I just want to wrap up like a couple of more thoughts I had on this, but again, this is the wine on wine. So ask your questions in the chat.
Try to get to as many as we can. Put them in all caps, please and thank you, so we can spot them a little easier.
Yes, please. My last thing I want to talk about was just like, because we have so many injuries now. I mean, look at Danny Jansen. We have Collins, and we have I'm already blanking on his name. Heine. All right, we call him Heine. How do you say his? Do you know how to say his name?
I'm
Heine.
just going with what you guys said.
Heine.
Heine.
It's Heine. We have Heine and Zach.
I'm sure he prefers to be called that.
I hope so. But we have those 2 guys kind of manning the dish, and like, Alejandro Kirk, but the defensive stuff really isn't there. And then in the outfield,
they love picking on his catching
dude,
stance too.
they love it, bro.
They hate that.
Dude,
that's a very old school way of thinking.
See,
but
Buck Martinez mainly picks on it, but here's the thing. I really respect Joe Siddle's opinion, and I've told Joe Siddle this in person, screaming at him in the Rogers Center, saying, I love you,
gave
Joe.
you the thumbs up.
Gave him the thumb. And he was like, yo, did he do that with me? He was like this?
Yeah.
Yo, oh my God, that'd be
I don't know if
okay.
he's looking directly at you, but he's looking into the crowd.
He was in the crowd. He was like, yeah.
We can pretend that the eye contact
Oh,
was there.
yeah. He made eye contact.
That he saw you and said, hey. Yeah.
Go get it, kid. Become a podcaster on YouTube.
You look like a guy who respects another man's good opinion on baseball.
Yeah. So anyway, Joe Siddle started to get on Alejandro's case a little bit, but also looking at the defensive side of things with Randal Grichuk, or not Randal Grichuk, excuse me. Now I'm thinking I want him, but Teoscar Hernandez out. We literally had Tapia and Zimmerman in last night's game. Zimmer? Gosh, I don't even know these guys.
It's not like he's done anything notable with his career. This guy's a career like 600 OPS, 220 average guy.
Yeah.
Like why? Like we always argue about our bench bats, but we have had some better bench bats than that.
We have, dude. Joe Panic.
Joe Panic.
Joe Panic's amazing, man.
Where you at, buddy? Like,
dude. Well, Randal Grichuk for one.
Have you seen that scene from Moneyball where like Joe Panic's sitting on his couch flipping through the channels? Like, hey Joe, open your front door.
Yeah, like we're here. We're talking.
We need to talk.
Yeah. And who else? Obviously Randal Grichuk, and then I
even loved Corey Dickerson.
Exactly.
He didn't cost that much money.
Holy
Did not cost that
crap.
much. Lefty bat. I thought he would have been perfect to bring back.
He was one of my favorites to bring back this year, and now we're really seeing guys that we have, and we DFA'd Josh Palacios, and he got picked up by the Nationals. I didn't like that move, honestly. I know you had to get rid of somebody. I don't really know who. I just get rid of like a crappy like bullpen.
I mean,
guy.
Palacios, we saw the upside with, Like,
there was actual. I felt like there was something
last year in spring training. He had a
something.
few good games to start the year, and then we let him, go back down because we had obviously the guys to play.
Yeah.
But he definitely has more upside than the guys we have right now. So it hurts to see a guy like that go.
Yeah, and I feel like too, maybe. Maybe we're overreacting. Like, hey, maybe Bradley Zimmer. Like, this is the dude's year. Tapia ready to
could be
blow up. We could be looking back at this and be like, wow, we were dumb.
I mean, the logic still holds up. Tapia could easily turn it around, become an on-base machine.
Yes, he absolutely
pay
can.
dividends if he wants to go steal some bags.
Zimmer, though,
the Jays have talked about wanting to steal more bags this year, right? So
that's true. He's got to get on base to do that.
The thought process checks out, where they went out and they got a guy who, theoretically, should be able to get on base, steal some bags, wrap around the lineup.
I hope so. Okay, I will say this. Why was he batting 5th last night?
No, I did not get
that
the
was
batting
so
order
dumb.
Chapman batting 9th, was
he? Dude, Chapman. Oh, did he get? Was Chapman batting 9th? Did he get pinch hit?
He might have been, but
like either way, like man, like that was an ugly ass lineup, and I do not want that lineup back in tonight against the Oakland Athletics.
Let's not have another one of these Charlie Montoya like, galaxy brain like. Ooh, what if I put these guys here and these guys here?
Tapia drives and runs.
Yeah, 3 different spots, 3 different days.
Like, and I know that we're thin guys, but like you gotta in situations like this. You gotta keep Chapman in the line. You gotta put him in that 5 spot, especially if Lord's going up to 4.
For the record, I'm not worried about Chapman. I do think he will find his way.
I think so too.
Yeah,
and the Lord.
The Yankees are doing some dumb stuff with their lineup too. They've been really playing with the batting order.
And it's funny because John Boy hates that they do that. He hates that like the top part keeps changing every night. That's
probably a well-regarded opinion because
I would
looking at you have no idea who's batting anywhere on any given day. I was thinking it too, like what's going on here,
right? Like Donaldson lead off, then you know who should be lead off is DJ LeMahieu.
Yeah, there's no reason why DJ should not be leading off.
Like he had a down year last year, but like he's still DJ LeMahieu.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, guys, I want to read some questions to the chat. Anything come back here? You be the questions guy because you have the.
I liked
laptop.
keeping us in the 9 spot too. That was a good point. Grim Reaper, no, Inked Rails, no, it was Canadian Grim Reaper that brought that one up.
SP in the 9 spot.
Yeah,
I love SP in the 9 spot.
Wrap around, yeah,
I love it.
Okay, what are your thoughts on Chapman so far? From Sophie Shipton.
What's my thoughts on Chapman?
I'm not worried, but
I'm not worried. Right. I think what he's done offensively obviously isn't that impressive. He struck out a lot.
I was extremely disappointed last night in that base running error.
That was pretty sad.
You expect a bit more from a guy who's a veteran. You think has the baseball IQ.
Yeah.
Like basically what I was thinking, and like my buddy was saying the same thing, is he probably was not recognizing the shift. Or like I said, it skipped his mind. And so he looked behind him, and it was too late. The ball was caught. He had already started sprinting to second. He didn't get back in time. And that's just heads-up baseball right there. So
you got to know.
I was disappointed in that. Obviously, a lot of people want to see a bit more from our big offseason acquisition. But I'm not worried. When he comes back to Toronto, I think he'll have much better numbers again.
Yeah, I think so, too. And especially like a team like his former team, the Oakland Athletics, they shouldn't be good. And yeah. The Oakland Athletics did just dummy the Rays. I don't know how.
Do you want to talk about that? Is now the reason that this is going to be the year the Rays are finally out?
Okay. Well, let's talk about that in a second. I want to finish my my thought here on Matt Chapman. I do like that topic though.
It's just fun to think about.
It is fun to think about. But yeah, so far Matt Chapman has literally 4 hits. Okay, he had the 2-hit game that was really exciting at the homer, and then he's had 1 hit here, 1 hit there, but. The strikeouts are a lot. 9 in 21 at-bats. That's almost 50% of your at-bats you're striking out. But I think he'll be fine. Look, Marcus Semien had not a good first month. There's no reason why I can't bounce back and be good. Any questions you have there you're looking at? Or do you want to talk about
a lot of questions about Charlie here and about mismanaging that lineup, but I feel like we covered that pretty well.
Yeah, like
we're not going to beat a dead horse here. We've always had issues with the way Charlie manages the lineup.
Well, let me take one more whack at the horse. Let me just one more. Okay, Charlie hasn't. It's a little love tap actually, because I still don't. Charlie's still a good manager.
Yeah,
you could fight me on that. Last night was questionable. Because again he's dealing with injuries, so it's like what makes sense. Lefties in 5 holes that are not doing that well right now, Charlie. Well, let's not do it.
Yeah, they're talking about the 5 to 9 spot just striking out and saying what's Charlie gonna do.
Yeah,
you got a point. Like the depth's not great and everyone else not picking up.
And this is the thing. Sorry to cut you off, but this is the thing. Whenever we lose our top guys and our depth pieces coming up, everyone starts blaming Charlie. It's like, guys, these guys are bad.
Yeah.
Like, these are just bad players. What Charlie gonna be like?
I love that quote from last year. This is more about the bullpen last year where he's like, who am I gonna put in? Like, what do you want me to do, guys? Like, who am I gonna use? Like it has to be said eventually. Like, you can only do so much micromanaging before the guys just have to go out and do their part,
Bro, like, I guarantee you any of you in the chat was in Charlie's position last year would be in the same spot getting ripped apart by the rest of y'all.
Numbers, yeah.
Just being like, what is... So, he doesn't have, like, a magic, like... manager wand, and it's just like, you're elite now. Like,
so again, we'll blame the things that Charlie should be blamed for. The things that are out of his control, we're not going to be too hard on him about.
Yeah. But tapping the 5 spot, don't do that again.
Okay.
6 and lower.
Question from Inked Rails. What do you think our record will be at the end of April?
Ooh. Okay. This is actually a good question.
You want to pull up our schedule?
Absolutely. Because I did this about like when the season began, actually.
Oh, you crunched the numbers? Yeah.
I crunched the numbers like mentally. I never shared it with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember them. But that's why we have YouTube Lives. Yeah. We can look at it.
Okay, so we got... Is it 3 or 4 games against Oakland?
We have 3 games against Oakland. So we're already 4-3 to start the year.
We should take 2. I don't think we'll take all 3, considering Oakland's a little hot right now.
Yeah, I think we'll take 2 for sure. That's what I think I predicted. So that would make us what? 6-4? 6-4?
That would make us down. Yeah, 6-4.
Okay, 6-4. Boston Red Sox series coming up. 3 games away. We're gonna be at Fenway Park. This might be a little bit of an early projection for our Blue Jays Today show, but why not?
I feel like you're gonna say the same thing I'm gonna say.
1-2.
1-2.
Yeah. Houston.
Yeah.
Oof. Guys, I gotta say 1-2.
At Houston, 1-2.
At Houston. Boston series at home. We have to split that. Because again, I don't know what's based on this team with the injuries. I can't say much right now. I don't know. What do you think?
I want to say we go 3-1, but
that's what I want to say too. But
no. Okay, I will say 3-1.
Okay, 3-1. I'll say 2-2, and then Astros.
You got 2 more against the Astros at home before the calendar switches.
So I'll say 1-1 there.
So what do we come down to? So 6-4, 7-6,
9-10 for me, 11. And then, so I got 11, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He's moving 11. Too fast.
Okay, so you said 12-10. I say 11-11.
Yeah, if it's 11-11, I will be disappointed. So I want to air that will be at least 12-10.
I agree too, because so that it would come down to, let me switch it back here. For me, it's this Boston series. You have to assume we're only going to win 2 games in this stretch, right? And if we win more, we're laughing. But when it's the Boston series here, we probably need to win. We need to win that series. So.
Yeah, I do think we need to win 3 out of 4 of that Boston homestand there, and then against the Astros. Or at the very least, you got to win 3 of 5 there, right?
Yeah, or win a series away, and then go 3-3 on the road.
4 of 6 is what I meant.
Maybe if you can go 3-3 on the road, that's ideal. And then even if you split this one. And you split that, you're still going to get the bonus from here and still go above 500. So
specifically, they got to step up against Boston. You can't be dropping that many games to division rivals.
Yeah, you can't. Especially Boston. We have to knock them down. But our offense has got to be hot. Their offense is freaking good. I know they're kind of cold because I have a few of them on fantasy.
Schwarber had a good couple games, and it's been kind of quiet recently. That's the only guy I got in fantasy.
Schwarber's on Philly.
My apologies.
Phillies are doing hot. Though. I have Hoskins and Castellanos.
You got Castellanos too?
Yeah, Actually, I have both of them.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Anyways,
but yeah, so that's.
I say 12-10. Adam says 11-11.
Yeah, I don't want my prediction. I wouldn't be happy with my prediction, but I have to go with it because we're injured right now. And
go with your gut. Yeah.
Go with my gut. We're 11-11, and I wouldn't be
injured. Okay, but I'll explain my decision. So I think that the starters will get a little bit more stretched out, and it'll put a little bit more ease on our bullpen. And I was thinking yesterday, too, obviously this actually didn't really turn out how I expected it to go, but I was thinking yesterday we might struggle because if Gosman doesn't go 6, which he did, then, we didn't have a whole lot of relievers available, and that's going to become a theme. Our starters are going to have to go deep, especially if we have nights where we're using, if we're using Romano and Simber and all these other relievers day 1, day 2. Only a couple of those guys are going to be available, if that. So if your starters aren't making it 6, but I think they will be. I think we'll be stretched out by the time we get to the end of April. So that's why I think we'll be a little bit better. I'm not too worried about Barrios.
No, after what he did against the Yankees, he let him.
Yeah, we're in agreement. We're not too worried about that.
He's fine.
The fastballs were hanging there a bit, but
near the end of his outing, again, that all comes down to it's still a bit of spring training. Yeah. He's still, you still got to get that stamina up going long and being accurate. So
I feel like we probably all are a little bit worried about Ryu though. He looked sharp for the first couple, and then he lost it.
Oh, shit. He's pitching tonight, right?
He kind of does.
Is he pitching tonight?
Yes, he should be.
Oh, my God. Because I know that they were... my apologies, guys, for not being, on my shit. Work
The work land is catching up.
Work is destroying me.
The work land was tough.
You know,
things are gonna free up hopefully though.
Yeah,
coming a little bit for you. Adam.
No, Stripling's going today.
Stripling,
dude, they're doing what I thought they did.
No, are we getting screwed tomorrow then?
Tomorrow we're watching Ryu, bro. We are going to the game tomorrow.
We had Manoa tomorrow. We're getting Ryu.
Manoa's going Sunday. Oh my god.
All right, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Ryu's gonna have a big one for us.
Yeah.
Boy, he's gonna have a big one. He's gonna go 4 innings. He's gonna have 4 great innings.
Giving up 2 runs. That's it.
That's it. And that's a great Ryu outing.
That's a great Ryu outing. We'll take it at this point. Oh my god. Grab a question. Grab a question for us.
All right. Would you agree, Canadian Grim Reaper? Would you agree that this month of April has some 2020 feels in terms of players starting off slow? Does it feel like 2020 to you?
Yeah. Like 2020 feel.
Yeah.
Wait, 2020 or 2021?
2020. That shortened season.
Feels. Wait.
2020.
But the month of April. I think you meant 2021.
I think you meant...
Yeah, you probably meant 2021. Yeah, I was like, wait, we were all... I was getting on my couch drinking beers all day. 2020 of April.
Yeah. What are we doing, man?
I was unemployed, bro.
I was binge watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I was waking up at 1 and playing poker online.
Yeah. Wake up, Call of Duty, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's literally.
Oh, sun's coming up, better go to sleep.
Yeah, oh my god, literally. For last year, I agree.
Yeah, and I see a little bit of similar, like, you know, Semyon started off a little bit slow last year, seeing a bit of that same with Chapman as well.
Some injuries.
I see the similarities that you're kind of alluding to there.
Hey, I know Tio wasn't injured; he got COVID last year, but
COVID symptoms for you know,
a week or two. Was it a week or?
It was definitely more than a week, yeah.
2 weeks? Yeah, he was out for
actually, it might not have been just the COVID, though. It might have been something else. Because I remember he was out for a bit of time. I don't think it would have been just COVID.
Did he have to, like, clear protocols? I forget.
Well, no, he had a symptom. He had reaction to the vaccine is what that was.
Oh, but no, I thought he had COVID. I think he had COVID.
Oh, did
Because he was out, I remember, yeah. I think he had COVID. Maybe we
anyway,
I don't remember. He was gone.
I see the similarities, so yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. What else?
Well, let's hope that Stripling can go a few innings and we don't stretch out the bullpen too much because they're definitely going to have to go tomorrow.
Oh, fuck, dude. Right? How many innings is Stripling going to go? I don't like Stripling.
4? Hopefully.
Fuck. Probably. You have to hope.
I feel like we're going to see Trent Thornton tonight, man.
No! I don't want to see Trent Thornton tonight.
No one wants to see Trent Thornton except for Trent Thornton's mom.
Bro, actually, I kind of want to, again, work's been kind of getting to me, and, you know, I've been... It's not even... I don't want to go into too much further. I quit my job, my first job this week. I'm going to give myself a round of applause. I quit my job, got another job, but this job's much better. Just in case my boss watching, shout out John, shout out Adam. But it's just I need a break. And my break will be tomorrow with you watching Ryu.
Brain off.
My brain's turning off tomorrow, guys.
Throwing the baseball around, hitting some balls.
Yeah,
going
buddy.
to the game. Nice afternoon game. Hopefully the weather is not too bad.
But yeah, I hope he can go like 3. Not Ryu.
Better go 3. If he doesn't go 3, we are in a bad spot. Yeah, he has to go 3.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what's getting. I got sidetracked because I want to do this, but I couldn't. But I wanted to cut up a clip of how many times I said I hate Trent Thornton on opening night when I was drinking, bro.
Been,
Dude,
you're deep into the beers.
You weren't watching.
I was working that day. Yeah,
dude,
I was watching on the TV at work.
Was going off, bro. I felt the fire inside me. I did not like Trent Thornton.
Thornton's face.
I was like, I hate you. He only let up like 1 run, but
he honestly hasn't even been that terrible.
No,
but.
You know what? Actually, let's give Trent Thornton some love.
Yeah,
because
theoretically, Trent Thornton should be an okay long reliever, right? He should be able to give you 2 innings here and there. Maybe
2 innings might give up a run. That's
not good, but you know, yeah.
Well, that's what. Look at him. He has a career 4.94 ERA.
Fantastic.
This guy's really bad. Dude.
I know.
Oh, he's
but that's also because once upon a time he was supposed to be a starter. In the dark years, he was supposed to be a starter.
He was, and he had a 4.84.
Yeah. That's gonna happen when you're named Trent Thornton.
Okay.
You get one or the other. You either get Nate Pearson and you're really good, but you can only pitch like once a month because your arms don't work, or you're Trent Thornton and you're the same size and you just don't pitch as well, but you get to play the full season. You get one or the other.
Bro, okay, I know there's a few game starts in here, but like ever since 2019, he's been even worse.
Oh, he got worse?
He gave a 522.
That's not great, man. That's not great.
But hey, 225. He's got a 225 right now.
Exactly.
But so did Anthony Castro, and where is he now? I was all over
that 1 month of Anthony Castro.
So good.
But that's not because he was actually good. It's because we had nobody. And it
You
was
had
like
all the
literally
blank
just
time.
Anthony Castro.
Yeah.
And it's like, just put him in, man. Just throw him in again.
Come on.
He's the only guy.
He was actually not bad. He had some moments. I was in his corner, bro. He had a good slider.
Yeah, well, you know who else was pretty good for like a brief window was Tyler Chatwood.
Oh, yeah. I was in his corner, too, for a minute.
For like exactly 3 weeks. I was like, yeah, this guy's got some stuff, man. Like, I see why the Cubs had some potential in this guy. And then we realized why the Cubs released him.
Dude, like Nick, and like I know Nick was in Dolis's corner, too.
I was in Dolis's corner, too.
I was in it, too.
I don't know what happened to that guy.
He just, I don't know, dude. This is what happens with bullpen guys.
Relievers, yeah.
Can't.
Well, I mean, why are you a bullpen guy? Probably because you weren't consistent enough to be a starter.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
For the most part.
I know this isn't Nicholas Playlog, because I know he has a different account. It will say Nicholas Playlog, but Nick P goes, what do you guys think of Kikuchi? What do you think of Kikuchi?
I don't really have an opinion yet. Like, I barely watched that one game because I was at work. I thought he was doing okay, and then was it errors or what happened?
Okay, so what happened was he gave up. Was it back-to-back homers? No, it wasn't. I think he gave up.
I didn't watch too much of that game.
I actually can't remember. We were actually live for that game, but like. First inning, he looked rocky. He was all over the place. Like, his command was all over the place.
It's not great.
His fastball couldn't locate it. He was throwing a lot of, like, breaking pitches, and he was trying to, like, he was trying to miss bats and be cute, but it really wasn't working. And then once he gave up the homer, and I think it was 2-0, which actually... Yes, that's the score line.
that explains it.
So behind us, guys, is the score that we went live for.
He got yanked?
Yeah, so then after he gave up the two-run home run, he was still in the third inning. But what he started doing was he was throwing his fastball more. And his fastball's good, bro. He's like a 97.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a 96, 97 mile per hour four-seam fastball.
Yeah,
and they couldn't hit it. And then eventually, it just like he started missing his spots again. And then I think he gave up another run, and a bunch of people came on base. And then, and then that was it. And then,
I can tell you he's not going to be an all-star this year.
No, he's not going to be an all-star.
But, yeah, I mean, I guess that gives me confidence. I mean, if he has some spots there where he can locate his fastball.
Yeah, he needs to live and die off the fastball.
I liked the acquisition. I do think he'll be a good number 5 starter for us, even though now we got 6 for some reason.
Stripling.
I mean, maybe they're just thinking, hey, we might have to go into panic mode here and use Stripling at some point if these guys don't pay off, so get them a start here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little extra rest for the other guys, there's a lot of games in a row.
I'm right now, guys. Oops, but you say 3. I'm right now, guys, looking at Yusei's stuff. I want to know if Baseball Savant's going to back me up here. Whether they're like, yeah, like that. Look,
okay. More misses on the. Okay, so the usage.
This is straight up just like his last start, though. He uses slider. No, it's vertical movement. My bad. Where's the usage? Oh, here it is. Okay, he did use his four-seam a lot. But where is... Here it is. In 2021, his batting average against the fastball was 209. Cutter? Oh, he's got to stop throwing that cutter. I'm not a pitching coach. Again, I'm not a pitching coach. Will not pretend to be a pitching coach. But when he threw his cutter, it's a 93 mile per hour cutter, roughly. And his batting average against is 276. And whenever he threw his cutter, people had hacks at it.
His cutter was looking good, though, was Ryu last start. I thought it was
I actually loved it. See, Ryu's got a good cutter. Kikuchi? No. Stop it.
No.
And his slider...
You and Ryu talk it over, figure it out.
Yeah, either learn how to throw it better or cut it. Because, like, look. Cut it. Pun not intended there. But cut it out of your arsenal. Because, like, we've seen it. All you really need is, like, 2... really good pitches. And then, like, if they're not really good, like Robbie Ray and Kevin Gausman type level, then you add a third, like Alek Manoah's trying to do it this year. Really good fastball, Or he has a good two-seamer.
He's got a
really
two-seamer,
good
slider, changeup.
And now he's adding the changeup. Like, he has it. He's always had it, but he's trying to develop it more.
Yeah, and he's got that four-seamer, too.
So,
I just noticed, what the hell is that balloon doing up there?
Oh, that was your next birthday. You want to go? You want to grab it?
How is it still up there? The birthday was a while ago, man.
Dude, I know.
That's a lot of helium.
Yeah, it's a lot of helium.
Bring this
go
into
go get it. Yo, yeah. See if we can tie him to like. This is Nick.
Tie him to the mic.
Or whatever that won't like block our faces. Or you can hold it.
Just hold him like this for a bit.
Here you go.
Nick
guys.
is still with us right here.
Yeah,
he's in Happy Land.
This is. I think that his mom and dad gave him that. I think that's.
Just thinking about maybe breathing some of this on the podcast.
We're gonna breathe
what did
in
you
here.
think of Ryu's last start?
Oh my god, we have to. Okay,
Are you going? No, you actually want it?
I'm gonna make a poll. Okay, no, I'll just ask right now, guys. You think we should inhale some of this helium?
I don't know, man. We gotta go one at a time here. If one of us passes out, the other one takes over.
See, I've done it before. I've just inhaled helium, and it's pretty fun.
How much do you inhale?
Just like take a breath, like you're taking like a rip or something, like a bong or something.
Like a full. Well, bong rip is a full.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do like a mini hit from like a
just
a little breath. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
All right, you go first then.
all right. Boy, I want to know if we should put it in our. Let us know, guys. First, let's get a question here. Let's get a question while we wait.
Do you think our bullpen will be suicided as this? What? Do you think suicided as the? How's our bullpen gonna go as the season goes on?
Well, based on recent beliefs, I think that Romano's gonna be the elite.
Simber's always been elite.
Simber's gonna be elite. We're probably gonna have to make a trade at some point. I've been saying that. So we're probably gonna have one or two guys added to.
How many higher leverage guys do we have? 3. We got Simber, we got Romano, and Garcia right now.
Garcia's becoming someone I actually like coming out of the bullpen.
I like him.
I'm loving it. And then Richards is more of like a middle relief guy. Like I like him not in
high relief or high leverage, but
yeah, he's not like high leverage, but like I like him in the 6-7.
Is Meza gonna step up this year?
Meza,
maybe.
I like Meza.
Phelps came back.
Phelps, I like Meza and Phelps in the middle part. What about Julian Merriweather?
Oh man, like I had such high hopes for Julian Merriweather.
Yeah,
and like. I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know. He doesn't have the same stuff he had for that brief window last year where he thought he was untouchable.
I'm hoping
I would love for him to come back, and I guess that's what they're thinking is that some of these guys can pull it together. But
yeah, like obviously, I'm going to give a lot of these guys like a lot of rope to do it because there's no one else. Yeah. So I mean, Meza I think could be one of those guys to figure it out. Obviously, he's young.
If you're talking injuries, though, no, we're not going to have the same level of injuries we had last year. Like that was
though, Pat? How do you know?
All right. Are you going to play
how do you know?
We can talk the narrative of the Blue Jays have the worst training staff in the history of the MLB, because that is true. We have a horrible medical staff for some reason. But no, that's not going to happen again. That was a complete fluke that we had like 8 guys go down at the same time. That's not going to happen again.
Yeah, that was pretty fluke. I'm going to get it. I'm going to pop it.
What?
I'm going to pop it.
But then how are you supposed to...
That's how you inhale it.
Just untie the thing.
Oh, that's how you do it?
Well, I mean, if you pop it, how are you going to keep it?
Put your finger on it or something. I don't know.
All right, do your thing. Mr. Expert Helium Inhaler.
I've done this before.
Oh, okay.
Put a finger on it. Like that.
All right, here goes nothing. If Adam passes out and hits his head, you're going to be doing a CPR training course pretty soon.
Well, hello, everybody, and, whoa.
Is that actually your voice?
Yeah, that was it. Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, that was gone.
Hold on, okay, I gotta try. How much did you inhale? How much?
Just like a...
Okay.
I might do a little bit more, because you were freaking me out with the passing out stuff. Alright, maybe we should... Okay.
Hold on.
So, do you think we should pick up Conforto?
Wow, this is... No, I didn't think I really got...
No.
Hold on. I tasted it, though.
Answer the question. Do you think we should pick up Conforto when you take that breath?
Really?
No. Here, wait. Let me try.
Let me try again. I feel like I'm just pussying out here. And I'm not inhaling enough.
I mean, I think that we should pick up. No, I don't think we should pick up Conforto at all. Actually, I think
I think he's not. First of all, he's not because he's vaccinated. We shouldn't pick him up. But I think it's because he just can't play in Toronto. That's why. It's because he's not vaccinated. I have nothing against people who are not vaccinated. It's just you straight up can't play in Toronto.
Yeah, that would be not beneficial to the team if he could not play in Toronto. I'll give it one more go.
You gotta breathe it in. You're not gonna pass out. It says Tristan Morgan right there.
There it is. You huffed a lot of helium in there, Tristan.
Was Chapman?
No. Why is this not working?
You have to put it to your lungs. You have to put in your lungs.
Fine.
Put in your lungs. Was that Chapman who got doubled off at the end of the game last night with Vladdy?
Yeah, Chapman. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Chapman made the base running error in the... Yeah, again, like I explained this a little earlier. He didn't recognize the shift is what I think happened. And you shouldn't have left that early. He was trying to get a little too over-aggressive. Probably trying to, I guess, advance to third, maybe if the throw came home.
Yeah.
But that was not the right play.
No, it was just a base running errr. And
You want any more of this?
Sure, yeah. I kind of want to get, like, really high voice. Also, guys, keep asking your questions in the chat.
Yeah, all caps, please and thank you.
I saw one earlier. Our offense will bounce back for sure. Oh, here's one from Inked Rails. How well do you think Springer will do this year with the start he has had? That's a positive question. We're all focusing on the negative. Let's look at the positive a little bit.
I expect many Springer dingers.
Dude,
Springer dinger.
I gotta say my answer.
I think George Springer's gonna have an absolute bomb of a year. He's gonna hit 40 home runs, absolutely, like without a doubt.
Eh?
Oh, 40 home runs for sure. Because when he's healthy, let me show you.
40 home runs.
When he's healthy.
290.
We gotta look at it, guys. Here, you wanna look at it while I type?
I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Yeah, but we got our 2 cents out of it.
Out of that. Sorry, Nick, if you wanted to keep that balloon, but it's...
Nah, honestly, I don't think he noticed. I don't think he noticed. I kind of forgot it
I
was
literally
there.
just like tilted my head back to drink because I was finishing up my can, and I noticed him in the corner.
Oh, man. That was fun. George Springer, dude, last year, we just want to remind everybody, because I know that you know how well he did last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
78 games, and he hit 22 bombs, right? And he's off to an awesome start. So far, he's hit 2 bombs, right? He hit 2 bombs in 7 games. He's seen a lot of most plate appearances in the American League. And, dude,
hasn't missed a game, bats first.
I was this close to picking him for J of the Week. Or not J of the Week, like for batting average on our wheel thing. And man, I'm regretting it because he is popping off right now. I love George Springer. There's never been a time. I think when he was coming back from injury, when he wasn't healthy fully, he was kind of struggling. That was the one time I was like, ooh, like maybe he should sit a couple days. But he needs to be lined up every day.
That's the thing, though. Yeah, like, even like an injured, hobbled George Springer last year, we needed to have in the lineup. So that's not really a thing, unfortunately. Can't just have the luxury of sitting guys like George fucking Springer when you're running for the playoffs.
Yo, should we take a look at
I think he will be exceptional this year, definitely. And I think he'll be fully healthy. I don't expect any major injuries to come back and haunt him, like nothing that should be nagging him this year.
I agree.
It's like it definitely was an issue last year with a bit of the nagging injuries.
Yeah, sorry, I'm laughing.
He also couldn't run very well last year, but
I'm laughing here because of everyone Blue Jays dad saying, "Did we miss Randal Grichuk yet?" And we literally just talked about
this. Yes.
You know what? Some of y'all seen me tweet. I love Twitter. Dylan runs it mostly, but I'll usually come in with GIFs.
So shout out to Dylan for doing a fantastic job on Twitter.
Sad.
Gotta pick the right one.
What about this one? Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey at the cemetery. No, we love Jim Carrey.
Yes. Sad. Yeah, you thinking this is the one?
Fuck it, Jim Carrey. Go with it.
That's
not over. Oh no, Will Smith. Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, Will Smith. Yes. Oh, Will
Go back
Smith.
to it. It was right there. It was on the thing.
Where?
Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down.
Oh,
there it is.
yeah. Oh, that's my favorite.
Like we traded him too early, man. You gotta wait till he gets hot, and then we can trade him after that.
All right, really quickly, I see some of your questions, and I love it, but I think it's a good time to talk about the Blue Jays lineup today, since it's technically a pregame show, and it's Jackie Robinson Day, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it was Jackie
Robinson
Robinson
Day. Pretty awesome. I think that's why a lot of people started earlier today, actually, because Jackie Robinson Day.
Makes sense.
So leading off, we have George Springer, we talked about, Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., right? Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and Matt Chapman, who we talked about in the 5th
This is
spot.
the ideal 1 to 5.
Right,
Don't
right.
put Chapman, put him in 5th. This is how it should be.
Yep, and I guess, this is Montoya's way. Put the lefty in the 6th spot. I'm okay with that. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Now, Espinal batting up in the 7th hole. Not bad, not bad. Now, I will make a comment about this in a second. Zach Collins after Espinal hole. And then Kevin Biggio in the last spot. Now, I'll say my comment, then I want to ask what you think about this lineup. My comment here is, I don't really like this, and this, and this, and Espinal's bat is on a solo island. He is alone.
Yeah.
He's not really bunched up. Even though Santiago is better than Biggio.
I'm not certain what the thought process was there.
I want him 9.
Well, I just don't know anything about Zach Collins, so I don't know what the thought process is putting him in there.
Oh, have you seen his numbers?
I know the numbers are bad.
They're bad. Yeah,
like, I don't know if he's supposed to be, I don't see his minor leagues. I don't know if he's supposed to be a power bat, if he's supposed to be a speedster.
He's a power bat.
Okay.
But, he's 8, so who cares?
I don't know, man.
But that's my thing, okay? That's my thing. Look,
I think this just comes back to, again, with the exception of Espinal, what are you going to do with batters 6 through 9? What are you going to do? They're all going to be doing the exact same stuff.
And I hate picking, fucking, hairs right here, because, that's what people do with Montoyo.
He's definitely on a little...
But he's on an island.
Espinal island.
He's alone. And that's what Lourdes Gurriel Jr., when he started to, in 2020, actually, he was on a little island himself. And, he was hot. And, he just didn't get any production numbers. He didn't score any runs. He didn't drive anyone in because the inning would end here. And then he would start. He'd be in Santiago's spot. He'd get on base and it'd be out. And then it's now you're asking the top of the lineup to drive him in, which was Captain Biggio.
Well, let's hope we see a big game from Tapia today because he's due.
We need it. Better.
And honestly, I'm still not writing Biggio off yet, even though he's been atrocious. You just got to stay positive with this guy. If you can at least get on base, you're not gonna be driving in any runs with the guys ahead of you, really. So just get on base for the guys in front of you.
See, that's
do
the
your thing. Take your pitches. Take your walks.
That's the thing, guys. We literally have to have Kevin Biggio be good now. Before, we could write him off so easily because there was no spot on him for the lineup, but now he has a spot now.
So now, do or die, buddy. Sink or swim. Just do it.
This is your time, Kevin.
If you can't do it right now, when everyone's healthy and they come back, you're not going to have a spot anywhere.
Yeah. Dude, he's playing first base tonight, eh? Take that in. Guerrero's DH. Take that in.
I mean, the ultimate utility bat. This is what it should be in theory. A guy that gets on base and can play anywhere on the field. So
you can literally play anywhere.
We're shooting for the upside tonight on all of this play.
You know what? I have been chirping Kevin Biggio
with the stripling play. We're shooting for upside.
Oh God. Okay, what is the Oakland Athletics lineup? And then we'll get to your comments, guys. Your questions. So throw those questions in. What do you want us to answer? Oakland A's lineup. Now this is a really bad lineup. Here it is. Is that? Yeah. This is a really bad lineup. Granted, they beat up the Rays, but this lineup sucks. Do you wanna go for it? I read off last one.
Okay. Number 1, you got Tony Kemp, Jed Lowry, Sean Murphy, Billy McKinney.
Oh God.
Sheldon Noose. I've heard of him. Seth Brown. That dude, I think, works at my restaurant. Elvis Andrus, Kevin Smith, baby.
Oh my God,
Christian
Kevin
Pash
Smith is playing
with Dalton Jeffries at starting pitcher.
Guys, if we don't win this game today, what?
How did these guys beat the Rays?
That's what I'm saying, man. Who?
Your best player here is arguably Jed Lowry.
Yeah.
Jed Lowry was retired for years.
Dude, he's
40.
Who is Sheldon Noose? He's batting in the 5-hole.
No clue, man.
Who is Sheldon Noose?
I had no clue. All right, I'm suddenly feeling a lot more confident in our batting order.
Yeah, even with Stripling, it's this dude. He's one of the guys popping off.
That's how. I guess that's how you beat the Rays, when guys like Sheldon Noose are popping off.
Sheldon Noose, but guys, do not be confused, because Sheldon Noose, it will not be a nuisance to the Toronto Blue Jays tonight.
Wow.
And
Nice.
We are going to own him and their star, Sean Murphy.
No revenge games here for the boys. No one out for a vengeance like what's his name, Riley Adams last year.
Oh man,
coming down destroying us.
Kevin Smith. Dude, we actually messaged Kevin Smith on Instagram. He was down to do an interview.
Really?
And then, yeah. He actually said he was down, and then we hit him back. It was right before Christmas, and then we hit him back, and then it always happens. We literally had Stripling line to come on too, and then we hit him back, and then they just forgot about us. It's all good. If you guys know any Blue Jays, let them know and
send them our way.
Send them our way, boys.
I remember that Stripling thing. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. All right, let's get to those questions. They were piling up, and I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it. Coming from Nick under the Blue Jays today.
I think it is. Yeah.
All right, let's start with the next question then. So, are there any catcher targets you think the Jays should go after? Some people have talked about Yan Gomes making a return. Fun story about Yan Gomes. I've told you this story before, but I was at spring training once when I was like 11, 12 or something like that. And Yan Gomes threw a ball to me, and I caught it. And I was like,
oh yeah.
My brother also had like a ball that he had just lying around. And after the game, we were getting autographs, and I was like, man, I don't want my ball signed from some no-name dude who's like a AA player who's never gonna play on the Jays, man. Like, this is a pristine ball right here. I don't want to get signed. My brother went and got signed by Yan Gomes, who is now a World Series champion.
Yeah, World Series champion 2019.
So, if your 11-year-old or 12-year-old doesn't want to get his ball signed, slap that guy over the back of the head and say, you get any ball signed by any player, because you never know.
You never know.
Yan Gomes, man.
But Yan Gomes, he's on the Cubs right now. He's 34 years old. I'm assuming this guy's on a one-year deal. It must be, right? Must be, right?
I had no clue. Probably.
Gotta imagine, right?
Imagine if I reach out to Yan Gomes, hey, you want to do an interview with us? And he's like, you remember that time you didn't let me sign your ball in spring training of 2011?
This guy's at every at bat.
Just remember, he's just picturing my face, my 10-year-old face.
He's like, I'm gonna
on the ball. Face on the ball. That's what got him to the World Series, guys.
Yeah. Yan Gomes, looking at what he's done in the last, I'm not gonna look at his like 2022 yet, too early, but the last 3 years, dude, solid. 245 batting average. Actually better in the last 2 years. Hitting 375 right now. On base, pretty nice for a catcher, 310. Slugging 415, OPS plus, just under 100. It's 93. I'll take anything at this point. Now, do we trade for a catcher? I'd say if...
Kind of a knee-jerk reaction, but
yeah,
I mean,
if it's like
Yan Gomes definitely been better than I thought he was.
If it's like June and we have another injury, because Danny should be back by June, but if we have another injury,
yeah, or if
yes.
God forbid, if Kirk is not living up to expectations, then and if Danny's not coming back, then sure. But right now, I don't think we need to pull the trigger just yet.
Because boys, throughout this whole Blue Jays Today journey, I realized something. In the last week, you always realize something as a fan, right? I realized that...
Drop some wisdom.
It's not just about offensive numbers when it comes to catchers.
What do you mean?
I know, crazy.
It's not just offense?
Crazy, right? What? Crazy, right? My value is the way he manages staff, which is you can't look it up online. You can't put that in statistics, right? Obviously, I knew this before when I was playing baseball. I forgot all about it because, how do you value it? How do you value it?
I'm sorry, Adam. Go continue.
No. How do you?
You go to Fangraphs and you pick the stat that you look nicest and looks the juiciest, and you make that's my stat.
Wait for how he manages a pitching staff?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about defense.
Oh no, I was thinking how he manages a pitching staff.
My bad,
his interactions.
I thought you were going in a completely different direction with that. I thought you were going to say it's not about offense. The defense is true, and you're going to talk about Kirk's defense for a bit.
Oh no, but no, because just around the clubhouse word, the only thing you can really take of how a guy is good with handling a pitching staff is seeing what the pitchers say, and the pitchers love Danny Jansen. So
you could probably quantify that into a stat too.
Love ratio.
Well, I'm sure you could get a correlation between ERA with each catcher.
Well, that's true. That's true. Like Ryu, but he didn't show up in the first game like that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
but he started out.
Danny
had a good game.
Danny had a great game. He did.
One half of the equation pulled their weight. The other half had a bit too much weight going on. Maybe
just a bit.
Yeah, he was feeling the off season a little bit.
Yeah.
Lockout pounds. I don't know.
Maybe a few lockout pounds or just not enough sticky stuff on the tack and
not enough
on the ball, and
you should I don't know. I was gonna say drink something really sticky. Maybe chew some bubble gum or something, and then
lick his. That's probably still illegal.
Probably.
any that's foreign substance technically.
You're allowed to lick the ball though.
Everyone you can lick the ball. You can. I think you have to wipe it though. If I'm not mistaken.
Really?
I don't know if it's... Okay, again, I don't know if this MLB... I do see... Because Noah licks his fingers all the time, right? Keeps them nice and wet. But one time... It's a little story time. I was playing baseball. And I was at the plate. And a guy... It's the weirdest thing ever.
Actually, is this going to be a long story? Because I got to pee. So would that be a
Okay, you know what? Go pee and I'll tell the story.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay, so really quickly, guys, while Patrick's peeing, I was at the plate. I think I was 16 years old or something. But anyways, I was at the plate, and this pitcher, is in a windup looking at me like this. And I shit you not, he just goes straight up, and then puts his hand back on the ball, looking right at me, and then Which in my mind, I was like, that was weird. I've never seen that before. Like usually they wipe and then they, do whatever. And then the umpire called time. He's like, time. And I was like, I stepped out of the box. I'm like, what? What, did someone call time? I didn't really think much of it. And he's like, you, first base. Look, pointing at me. You, first base. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, you have to wipe your hand after you lick your fingers before touching the ball. And the pitcher was like, what? So that's tainted my memory of that rule for like years. So like, I don't know if that's a thing in the major leagues, but like that memory of that dude licking his two fingers really sus at me, and then not wiping it and putting it directly on the ball, and I got a free base because of it. It was kind of cheese because I think I was like 2 for 2 that night. Buddy, well, no, I was 3 for 3 on base, but yeah, that's my quick story. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Me, I want to play baseball again. Dang it. Hey, and now.
It's a wild story.
I know, right? I just got a free base because. Okay, give me a beer too.
Yeah, what do you need?
Give me the Blue Wave. Thank you. Blue Wave kind of sucks, guys. I'm gonna just say it right now.
Is it a different beer?
It's Miller Street, but they did something different to it, bro. Because it does. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, Mill Street. But they did something different to it. I think it's a new Mill Street beer because it doesn't taste like.
Oh well, it says unfiltered lager, so that's probably why. Unfiltered is like that means it's gonna taste extra foresty and dirt. And pine needles.
I'll let you take a taste, bro. Like it just.
All right, it tastes the delicious Sleeman.
I love
Always
Sleeman.
a good time.
Oh, Sleeman's so nice.
Man, it even smells like ass.
Yeah, it's not good beer.
It's not as bad as I was expecting though. Like I could probably drink a couple of those.
Oh, you know what? You know what's weird? This kind of has more of a bitter taste to it, actually.
That's like a cottage beer. That's like I'm out in cottage country.
Actually, I don't know why. I don't know what it was. Like maybe they're like just the way they distill it is like unproportional. Because like I had
unfiltered, maybe.
That's true. Because like the other one I had literally tastes like water. Wow. I was like, this one actually kind of tastes better.
Well, the water beers aren't bad sometimes. I drank Busch Lager for like an entire year, first year.
Oh yeah. I mean,
just because it tasted like nothing.
I mean, I still drink Budweiser.
Well, Budweiser is very like there's a distinct time and place for that, and that's at Rogers Center for the $5 buds.
Oh yeah.
Every day.
These are still left over from opening day. Like Dylan came over and he bought me 18 beers. So
18?
I asked for 18 beers. I didn't know what.
I was just thinking you were going.
Yeah, and then I literally
18 beers for 18 hours of content.
Yeah. And then I think I drank 8. And then, I've had, the rest left over. Anyways, we got some more questions.
Confirmation from Sebastian Decare.
Oh, hell yeah.
That, you do have to wipe your hand off after you look. Okay, that makes sense.
Thank you. You know what? Shout out Sebastian for knowing, or maybe you
pulled up the rule book.
Yeah, you either looked it up or whatever, but thank you, because that memory tripped me out. I've never seen that before. Yeah. But yes.
Yeah, this question I thought was interesting because I know you guys touched on it in the mini monologue. I don't know if you touched on any of the full podcast, but the Pete Walker situation. So this question is more centered around if the pitching continues to struggle, do you consider moving on from Pete Walker? Now, I don't think they would move on from him just because of the pitching. Because, he's been fantastic in revitalizing some of the pitching. Oh,
also, shout out Jim K. I just saw that. Shout out Jim K. I'll get back to that question.
We'll get to your question very soon.
Yeah. Finish your thought, and then we'll get to you, Jim K. Thank you so much for the donation.
Yes, but with a combination of the whole, the arrest, or the DUI,
the arrest.
If that's affecting his ability to coach, if certain things in his life are affecting his ability to be, a valuable coach to this team, do they consider moving on from him?
I mean, if that's gonna be interior decision, right? Because we don't see the conversations.
We don't actually have as much as we'd like to pretend that we have inside act. We really don't.
We don't have anything, guys.
We get to talk to the lowest of the low on the totem pole for random players sometimes.
Yeah, So but it's not yet. He has too good of a track record not to
at the end of the day,
get fired this year.
Too good of a track record
to get fired this year. I mean, so
if nothing has leaked so far, we haven't heard anything about there being tension between his character and potential issues that are going on in his life. Mm-hmm. So I do not think Pete Walker is on thin ice per se. If we ask this question again in a couple of months and we're hearing some rumblings about something, then the answer might change. But
if word comes out And again, you got to check your facts because you don't believe everything like it's been said on social media, aka Kyler Murray. But you gotta check your facts first, and we'll check our facts if there was rumblings coming out of a Pete Walker situation.
Disgruntledness.
It's like my Kyler Murray toss in there.
No, what?
I tossed in really quickly. You weren't listening. I was like, we always got to check your facts before hearing rumors online, aka Kyler Murray.
Started on this Kyler
okay, no, I won't.
Diva.
Don't. You can check your facts.
Okay.
All right.
Baseball podcast.
Also, Jim K. Thank you again for the donation, saying if you can only pick one player from Noah, Bo, and Vladdy to play this season, who would you pick? By the way, keep up the good work, guys, and thank you, Jim K. for the donation.
That's a good question.
Who'd you pick?
Those are three fantastic players. Okay.
I know I'd pick.
I feel like I almost have to, 90% of me just has to say Vlad. Because he wants it this year, man. He wants it.
I have to, as much as we need pitching, you can't not.
But that's what makes it an argument. The pitching is what makes it an argument. I am a massive Manoah guy. Yeah, I think he's going to be so integral to this team. I drafted him so high in fantasy baseball because of how well I think of the guy.
I really love him.
The next jersey I buy is probably going to be Manoah. Even though I have
my guy.
Yeah, it's really ironic that I have a Bichette jersey and he's number 3 on this list.
Right.
But that's just because Bichette was my first love. You know?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I agree because Bichette was better than Vlad in.
He's also just he came up and immediately was electric. Immediately. Dark times for there, and he was the light at the end of the tunnel there.
Yeah. But for me, it's Vlad. He's just too elite, man. And that's the thing. If Manoah becomes, let's say he becomes, what's a good comparison? Walker Buehler, right? Now you have an argument.
Now we have an argument.
Do you want one of the best pitchers in the game?
My favorite comparison was Corbin Burns. Just or Corbin Burns. That's my favorite comparison.
Right. So do you want a young pitcher in the game, or do you want the best hitter in baseball?
I mean, I still think I have to go with Vlad, but
that's the thing. It's if Vlad is the best hitter in baseball, I know Juan Soto's there. I do think Juan Soto. I've said before this season he is the best hitter in baseball. But this year, if Vladdy has a better year than Juan Soto, my opinion has shifted. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is the best hitter in baseball. He's too good.
I know that Vlad wants it so badly.
Yeah.
Juan Soto wasn't even the best outfielder in baseball last year. He lost to Bryce Harper, but
you know what?
That's a conversation for a different day when Nick's here and he can beat me up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Juan Soto is definitely better. I think Nick will even agree. Nick will absolutely agree with you that Juan Soto is better.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. Because we both think Juan Soto is the best hitter in baseball. It's a good time to look at it, guys. We're right here. What makes him elite is that on-base percentage.
Yeah, that on-base is fucked. We've brought this up a few
65.
times. That is ridiculous.
460. Vlad had an elite year, almost MVP year at 401.
Yeah, 401 is
that's
upper
elite
echelon right there.
This guy's 640 or 465. That's 64 points more.
I think that's another thing I'm not taking into consideration too is the fact that he has no protection in that lineup, man.
That's true. So, you're actually right. You're actually right about that.
You can afford to walk Juan Soto when you don't have to worry about who's batting behind him.
You know what? And here's another example for years is Mike Trout.
Yeah.
The reason why his batting average was so high.
Why would you bother? Why would you bother
when you didn't need to? Look at that. 441, 442, 460, and 438. Who do they have in all those years? Nobody. Not a single person. That was behind
They eventually signed Rendon, and then they eventually got Ohtani, but...
And look, a 2021 shortened season. Even in 2021. Oh my
ridiculous
God.
Last year. He was ridiculous.
Wow. But yeah, Vladdy has a crap load of protection. Granted, right now, not that much. I'd probably look to avoid Vladdy right now if I'm whoever's pitching for the Oakland Athletics. Let me know. Find out.
We said it was
Dalton Jeffries.
Yeah. Okay. I think once upon a time, Dalton Jeffries had some potential, actually. I want to look this up because that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, look up Dalton Jeffries.
It was one of those things where you hear about some of these guys, I think, from people who play, we don't actually do it. We talked about it for a while, but doing the dynasty leagues in fantasy baseball. I think once upon a time, he was a coveted dynasty guy.
Dalton Jeffries, 26 years old.
Yeah, so last year had a 3.6 ERA, only appeared in 5 games.
Okay. Hey, he hasn't given up a single run yet. Yeah, his last outing at 5 score. Oh, dang it.
I mean,
that kind of instills me with not confidence. Our bat's got to break him.
Didn't do that great in AAA, but prior to that,
that's
pretty good numbers.
Not bad.
Anyways,
That's not
so
bad.
I feel like this is what the Oakland's going for. A bunch of these upside guys. Throw them in,
Yeah.
see what they got. It's too bad they
Yeah.
don't have Frank Schwindel anymore. I love that name, Frank Schwindel.
Oh, he's on the Cubs now.
Yeah, that dude randomly had like a 1,000 OPS for no reason.
Why did they get rid of him? Was it a
know.
trade or
Probably
something?
a money thing.
Money
You want me to
thing?
look it up? We'll vet that one.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Frank Schwindel.
So we'll just say, hey, Tara, what's up? What's up, boys? Goes Riley Bird. Just a little midstream shout out here. No way the Jays offense bounced back. They don't have any firepower. Also, it is 6:45. We're getting close to game time. I blinked and it like became 6:45, right? How the heck did that an hour came by? An hour went by.
This had to be a trade because
Yo, Poker Dog going, the one host looks different today. Which
Really?
one? Which one?
of us?
Which one?
It's because I'm not wearing my glasses.
Yeah. That's right, Nick.
No, you got claimed off waivers? That's what happened to
Frank Schwindel, the beast.
Why?
Why would they do that? That's what I'm
Why?
saying.
That makes no sense.
Why'd they DFA this guy? Was
I
he
don't know.
bad?
No, he was very good last year.
Vlad plays every day.
Playing good this year.
Ah.
So he's got a 286 batting average through 21 at-bats.
Wow. Also, just throwing it back a little to the last question about who would you pick, Manoah, Bo, or Vlad? I love that question, Jim K. Sebastian saying Vlad plays every day.
I'm dumb,
That's why.
actually. You know what it was?
What?
He got claimed midway through last season. So when he was on Oakland, that was just the beginning of the year where he was playing bad. Yeah, so my bad.
Man. Oh, well.
So your question was?
Oh, just saying, Sebastian was commenting on our Vlad, Bo, and Manoah thing, being like, yeah, like, the reason why I'd pick Vlad is because he plays every day. And that's a good point. You know, I'm sticking
That
with Vlad.
also is a good point, yeah.
Also, any last questions, guys? We're going to wrap up as well, and we're also going to watch the Blue Jays games. I know a few of you are dropping out, probably getting ready to watch the game, maybe eat some dinner or something. I think we answered most of that. What? Oh, here's something. This is a question I just thought of right now. What do you need to see from the Toronto Blue Jays today? What's your key to victory for the Toronto Blue Jays? Maybe in this series. Could be this series, could be this game. What do you need to see from the Toronto Blue Jays to win ball games again?
All right.
Win a 500, more than 500 ball.
I'll give you two things, okay?
Yes.
Number one, I don't have hope for the depth guys, so we need to see our studs put up the numbers, okay? Springer's been fantastic, obviously. Vlad has been fantastic. I do need to see Bo bring a little bit of the power.
I do need Bo.
I want to see Gurriel Jr. getting involved. You know, if he's batting fourth, you know, I want to see him get back to the end of season Gurriel. You know, yeah, maybe he's just a slow starter.
Yeah.
But I need to see the big guys take over, you know, and exert their dominance over the Athletics.
Yeah.
And number two, I'm going to need to see the starters go at least a few innings, okay? We can't be stressing the bullpen too much in a series like this.
Right.
What do you think?
For me, it has to do. You're right. Gurriel,
You agree?
Chapman, Bo.
Yeah, Chapman
Those
as well.
guys that are all cold, they need to start being hot because we're missing a one hot bat. T.O.
Yeah, you're the
Jansen's hot. He's gone.
Identify
We need
that
him.
you're the guys. You know, we are the men in this lineup, and we need to step up.
Yep, I agree. That is the pitching, or that's John Boy says pitching path to victory. The offensive onward, whatever. I can't think of a.
Well, now I think about it, man. Like, man, Chapman had such a struggling year last year playing at Oakland. So
He did. Well,
Maybe,
I mean,
I don't know,
well,
man. I don't know.
Hey, Simeon struggled. Shortened season, but Simeon struggled.
yeah,
Shortened season though.
that's what I mean. It was in Oakland is where they struggled.
Yes,
and
yes.
we're in Oakland.
And he was also
So it's
dealing
like,
with the hip injury though. He was also dealing with the hip injury.
Yep.
All right.
Let's hope that Chapman just wants to really stick it to his old team, trading him, like, you know.
Right. Also, shout out my grandpa's watching because he's there. My mom's there. So shout out my grandparents, my Uncle Jim, maybe Aunt Sherry's there, and Uncle
have an
Brent's
Uncle
there.
Jim.
You have an oh yeah, I think we talked about this. We both have Uncle Jim.
Monday's my Easter, so.
Oh, okay. My Easter, I think, is going to be Sunday when my mom drops off my basket because she didn't invite me. Just joking.
Happy
she
Easter,
did.
everyone.
Happy
Hope you guys
Easter.
have a fantastic long weekend. Take the extra days off. Enjoy some baseball.
Let's go, baby. Yes. We'll be going to the game tomorrow and drinking some
you
beers.
want to tell them where we're going to be sitting?
Oh, yes, everybody. We're going to be sitting in section 531.
Row 10.
Row 10.
531.
I repeat.
Let us know if you want to say hi before the game. We got some questions to ask you guys. If you want to meet up, we're gonna if you want to get your face on our channel, we're gonna do some questions.
You want to be in a
before tomorrow's
video?
game.
Section 531. 531.
Hit us up.
If you're going to the game or if you're not, buy tickets. 531. Do it. Also, quick shout out donation from Canadian Grim Reaper.
Hell yeah. Okay, he's got one last question. Do we have a Discord server? Would be a great idea to chat. Do we have Discord?
We do not have a Discord server.
We have a community channel on YouTube?
No. We should set that up. I keep seeing guys say that.
Yes.
I'm not a Discord guy. You're a Discord. You know what? Maybe do that for us, Pat.
All right, fine.
Pat's looking for shit to do. Pat can do that.
All right. I hear your suggestion. I will look into it. I'm going to try and set that up sometime soon.
And thank you for the donation.
Thank you. You're amazing.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, go Jays, go!